Okay, my friends, it's time for us to get into math. And today we're working on one of my favorite things ever. It is money. We're going to be counting money. You're going to be counting the pennies in the jar and then matching these numbers on the side. So we're going to be cutting and gluing. So grab your scissors and your glue and go grab this worksheet. Money, pennies is what it says at the top. And it has this little girl holding a plus sign and a minus sign. So go find your worksheet, come back, and we'll do it together. All right, I have that pennies page out in front of me. Hopefully you also have yours in front of you. We're going to start by reading the directions. It tells us to count the pennies in the jar. Cut and glue the correct amount inside each jar. So if you notice, there are jars in each one of these boxes, and there's a little square inside of the jar. So what we're going to do first is go to the side and cut these numbers out. Okay, so I've cut out all of my numbers, and now I'm ready to count my pennies and decide where they should go. So if you notice, after each one of these numbers, there's a little C with a line through it. And remember, that is the cent sign. So when you see that sign, that means not just 5, but 5 cents. So as we count, we're going to place the number of cents, the amount of money, under the number of pennies. So I want us to start by counting the very first one, which is up here. We're going to count together and then find the number that goes with it and put it in the little box. All right, are you ready to count with me? It's a lot of pennies, so we got to be extra careful we don't miss any. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, we have 9 pennies in that jar. So we got to look on the side, find our number that has 9 cents. Oh, I see the number 9 right here. So I picked up the number 9, and I'm going to place it under the jar that has 9 pennies. Very good, friends. All right, let's do 2 more together. So we're going to do this one right here together. Ready? Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we have 4 pennies in this jar, which means we have 4 cents. So we're going to find the number 4. Oh, here it is right here. Going to pull that number 4 and put it under the jar that has 4 pennies. Very good. All right, let's do one more together, this one right here, and then I'll let you finish this page on your own. All right, here we go, counting the pennies in this jar. 1, 2. So we have 2 pennies in this jar. So we're going to find the little card that has 2 cents on it. And I'm looking for the number 2. Oh, there it is right there. So I'm grabbing the number 2 and I'm placing it under the jar that has 2 pennies. All right, and before I glue anything down, I like to make sure that I place them all in the right spot so I don't have to unstick them and then it got messy glue everywhere. It's always a good idea to make sure you have the right answers before you glue it down. All right, so pause this video, place the numbers where they go, and then come back and we'll check. Okay, friends, it's time to check our answers. I filled in all of my jars with the correct number of cents, and we're going to count the pennies and see if you got the right answers. Here we go. Starting with this one. 1, 2, 3. All right, I have 3 pennies, so I put 3 cents in that box. Very good, friends. All right, let's move on to this one. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 pennies in that jar, so I put 5 cents in the box. Moving on to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right, I have 7 pennies in that jar, so I put the card that has 7 cents on it. If you did not get those right, change your answers to match my answers. All right, now let's go to the bottom and check our answers. Here we go. We have 1 penny in that jar, so I put the card that shows 1 cent because there's 1 penny. All right, moving on to the next one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I put the 8-cent card in that jar because there are 8 cents in that jar, or 8 pennies. All right, last one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 pennies and the 6 cents. All right, if you did not get that, change your answers, and I would love to see you guys respond to this video so I can see all of your great cutting and gluing and counting pennies, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, guys.